Hey, Jackson here, and for this video I would like to talk about the changes and lack thereof that I've had. Today is my 3-week on testosterone date. I just had my 4th injection about 2 hours ago. So yeah, this is going to be about that, and then maybe a little bit about my New Year resolutions when I'm done with that, if I still have time. So, today's shot went wonderful. Like, I was ecstatic about how wonderful it went. The last 2 shots have hurt a little, and they didn't hurt that bad, but I really psyched myself out, so the little pain that I did feel just really got to me. This time it didn't hurt at all again. It was like that first shot where it literally didn't feel like anything. So I'm hoping that that continues. Will it? Probably not, but we'll hope that it does. And yeah, I'm out of testosterone. I need to go back to the pharmacy and get more, because my insurance will only pay for a month at a time. And it's not even, it's in the long run, it'll be cheaper for me when I finally switch over to an online pharmacy. Right now, still going to Walgreens is not that bad for the first bottle. It doesn't bother me that much. So anyway, as far as actual physical changes go, there's a couple of emotional and psychological changes going on. Most of the physical changes are rather light, so my voice is still kind of deepish. Keeping in mind, however, that my voice was like deep for a woman's voice to begin with. It's more raspy, and a lot of it I think is psychosomatic. Like, after I get my shot, my voice will deepen automatically for quite a while afterwards. And I don't think that it's just the testosterone doing it. I think it's my brain telling me, yes, this is testosterone in your body now. Now your body's doing all this other stuff. I don't know, though, because it's not something that I'm controlling. So, and right now I actually feel almost like I'm losing my voice, although I'm pretty sure I'm not. The skin texture changes all went back. Part of that might just be that it's going to take a while of bouncing back and forth before anything settles. Part of it is, it might just be that I've been really paying attention to what I put on my face, and I've been touching it a little bit less, and so hopefully it doesn't go back to being super oily, although I wouldn't mind it going back a little bit to how it looked before, because man, like, I was being stirred all day, which is not uncommon for me, because I pass on a regular basis, but I passed more, and I liked that. Anyway, so, after that, those are the only real physical changes. The emotional and psychological changes are definitely, they're more pronounced. I talk more without thinking. And it hasn't gotten me into trouble, but I've said some things that maybe I wouldn't have if I weren't on testosterone. And I mean, they weren't bad things, and I still have, like, I have a filter, but the filter has bigger holes in it, apparently, and so, like, I swore in front of my mom, like, and I'm 26 years old, and my mom swears too, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but it was bizarre. It was one of them things where I'm like, if it were my dad, it wouldn't be that weird. And I said things around my dad too, and he just looked at me like, yeah. Oh, what was it I said? The dog was jumping up on him, and I said something like, he just likes you because your boobs are bigger than mine. And why did I say that? And then Dad came back with, no, he likes mine because I don't tape them down. So, anyway, so, there's that. My libido has increased, but it mostly leveled out. After the first 4 or 5 days, it was crazy. Like, every stupid little thing got me horny-ish. not like raging horny, but horny-ish. Now it's just like, my libido is definitely higher, but it's not something that bothers me that much anymore. It's more like in the morning and in the night, and sometimes in the middle of the day. But yeah, it's not a big deal. And the way I handle anger is automatically different. Like, it's not, like, bad. So my truck has been having so many problems, we're going to have to get rid of it and find me a new vehicle, hopefully one that's actually a car, and doesn't do as terrible as gas as my pickup truck, but my pickup truck is starting to really go bad. And when I got home, my work situation was really bad that day too, because I mean I can't go into details, but I will say that my life was threatened. Like, it wasn't actually threatened. I didn't feel like in danger or anything, but I do work with people who don't maybe have the impulse control that a normal person would have. So, yeah, I got kicked a couple times. My glasses almost got broken. And so I came home being very upset, and then to top it all off, my door on my truck wouldn't close. And so I'm just like, and I'm yelling, like, I'm yelling while my dad's there. I'm not yelling at him, I'm just, I don't know what's wrong. Like, normally right now I'd be crying. Why am I not crying? I'm just fucking pissed off. Yeah, like, it's, yeah, like, I haven't, like, attacked anybody. That's a good thing. I haven't even felt close to that. That's one thing I was worried about, and I hope that it doesn't ever come to that. But, like, I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm just too nice a person. So, I don't know. So yeah, that's that. Those are the changes that I've been experiencing. So now I've been going for 6 minutes. So of course, if you only wanted to hear that, you can leave. But I have New Year resolutions as well, and I know a lot of people hate New Year resolutions. I do them every year. Usually they're throwaway ones that are good for me, but they're not like. So one year it was to read more comic books, so I went and I read some classic comic books. And one year it was to play more video games, because the only video game I really play is Dance Dance Revolution, and it usually helps me lose weight. Although my PlayStation is broken, so that doesn't work for me this year. My New Year resolution 1 and 2 are similar, because number 1 is to give up soda, and I haven't drunk soda in several days now. I've been drinking a lot of water, and that's been helping me, like, stay awake properly and that sort of thing. Number 2 is to lose weight, because most of my health problems are directly related to me being overweight. And with the testosterone maybe making my appetite worse, that's something that I need to watch. So that's number 2. Number 3 is to learn German, and I've been doing good. I already speak Spanish okay. So learning a third language is significantly easier than learning a second language, because you already know how to learn a language. So German has been just really easy for me to read and write, but speaking it, part of it is performance anxiety. Like, if somebody were to ask me to say something in German, especially if they spoke it themselves, like, I'd feel so awkward about that, and I'd wind up saying something just terrible. So in order to practice that, I have been using my camera and just, like, saying crap to the camera. It's like a video diary. So I went through, like, my injections and everything, like, I talked about all that, and even now, knowing that people are reading this, like, I can't say anything. Like, I have such bad performance anxiety, it's terrible. So yeah, there's that. I bought a textbook, and I've been going through all the exercises there. So I have a pretty good grasp on the grammar. I need higher vocabulary, but I do have a pretty good grasp of the grammar for somebody who's only been studying it for a couple of months, and who doesn't have an actual teacher, and who only does it in his spare time. Anyway, so that's number 3. Number 4 is to change the way that I dress in a way that makes me feel better about myself, because largely due to the fact that when I was younger, I was really badly bullied. Like, a lot of people are very badly bullied, and I'm not saying that, like, it was necessarily worse than anybody else's, but I was really badly bullied, and so I really didn't like myself. And, that led to me wearing clothes that, like, I just didn't give a fuck. And after college and all that, I learned that I actually can like myself. So, but I'm still wearing a lot of the same clothes out of habit. So, step 1 of that is I need to get rid of all my old clothes. Get rid of all my clothes from when I weighed 270 pounds. Get rid of my clothes from back when I identified as a butch female. Get rid of all that stuff that doesn't fit me anymore. Donate it, maybe. Get rid of stuff that maybe doesn't portray what I want to portray about myself anymore. And then just gradually increase the number of clothes that I would actually be comfortable wearing among normal people. So, like, yeah. And I'm doing pretty good. Like, yeah. The only thing I need to worry about with that is I don't know which direction my body's going to go, because I'm trying to lose weight, but at the same time I'm on testosterone, and things are going to change as far as the musculature and fat patterns of my body. So I can't just be going out buying a bunch of clothes, because they might not fit me in a couple months, and I don't have much money. I need to worry about things like that. So there's that. And by the time I really understand where my body's gonna go, then maybe I'll have a good wardrobe. But that's it. 4 New Year resolutions, a couple of changes, and my shot today didn't suck. So until next time, happy trails.